What's up, everybody? Sleepy's here, bringing you episode 3, I believe, of my 2K series. So let's get right into it. Two kind of attributes I can do. Okay, can I do one attribute? Everything's the same. Definitely gonna do jump shooting. Alright, and jump shot 5. Let's get going right into the next game, boys. Andrew, you're not on the TV volume a bit? I can hear it through my headphones. Locker room before the game's going on here.
Okay, gentlemen, listen up. I don't need to go over the game plan again. We all know what we got to do. Wanted to let you know I'm proud of the work we've been doing around here. Sharp practices, attention to detail all around. Also wanted to make it official. I'm inserting one of our up-and-comers into the starting lineup tonight. Let's help him out. Make sure the pressure doesn't get to him.
That's right. Starting.
Appreciate it, dog.
We all get one chance to shine. Better make it count.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic
Milwaukee, starting lineup. I like it.
Terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando who was unable to get it done against Milwaukee. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-0 in this season series. And a long time in the making for one tremendous young athlete. We'll get a look tonight at the first ever NBA start from Buckets.
Oh no. Oh
yeah, and that's sort of overshadowing any other storyline coming into this game, but I think only appropriately because he is really a dynamic young player.
Yeah, you know, it really affirms the confidence they have in him, Steve, to already give him such a prominent role at this point in his career.
Talk about being one of the all-time great stories in the NBA. This kid goes from being undrafted and fighting for a 10-day contract, and now he's a starter for this club.
It's really a story of a guy starting with nothing in the league and fighting his way onto a team, and those are always really inspirational stories. His path to the starting lineup gives hope to everybody playing in or out of the NBA that could possibly be them someday.
And after the game, it was said he was in a heated discussion with a teammate. Not sure exactly what the topic was, but it might have been ball movement.
I would guess that one of them was unhappy with what he perceived as a look-off. That's when a guy acts like he sees you, but he doesn't. Whatever it was,
oh yeah, remember Jennifer was not too happy with the way it
sorted out in private.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Fournier and Harris filling out the perimeter. Ryan Vucevic are the power forward and center.
Can't stop me,
baby. At the one spot, and he gets it to go. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Well, one issue facing the Bucks in Milwaukee, the aging Bradley Center, built back in 1988. Both ownership and the league have said the team needs a new arena.
Yeah, agreed. They've looked for public financing. Unfortunately, after years of losing and lacking really any star power, the fan support has trailed off.
Just
like the defense, get the board.
Here's Mayo. And it's Mayo again missing.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. getting out in the open floor and exploiting his team's speed is an area of concentration for him. He said that as soon as we get a rebound, we want to get it to our guards, get off to the races, and we want this basically to come down to a track meet. Sounds like we should be in for a wild ride, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Knight. Now the dish to Antetokounmpo.
What a last name.
Here is Knight, averaging 16 points a game.
Oh no, he just crossed me. Oh no.
The pass to Henson. To halt the run, and lots
no,
of
you see that
there.
pass?
Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
Well, John Henson was a late bloomer in high school, played as a guard initially before hitting a major growth spurt. I think that helps him a lot when it comes to defending the perimeter. He's comfortable moving his feet and has a knack for blocking shots without fouling.
And the knocks on Henson have had to do Clark with his slender frame and his shot.
Yeah, but Kevin, those are the things that most players are able to improve upon in the NBA. The things you can't teach, length, agility, shot blocking, he has all of that. John Henson, 6'11" rim protector, was a beanpole coming into the league, but he's managed to bulk up over the last couple of seasons, and that's really helped him to hold his ground on the inside.
Well, they just gave him 2
I'll
points defensively.
I'll make up for it.
To tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Orlando leading by 4. Here's buckets.
That fake pass.
And takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Vucevic has got his first basket of the night.
And for Henson, offensively, best around the rim. He's tried to develop his face-up game, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success once he steps outside the paint.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Knight. The feed now to Mayo. Knight passes to Mayo. There's the steal.
Right back.
Harris, right side. Out to the right wing. Jackson.
Oh no, can't
and again,
stop.
It's Orlando with the 3. And Henson Clark, an excellent offensive rebounder, reason enough to keep him close to the rim on offense.
And Kevin, I think he's really deceptive too. Even though he's right-handed, he actually prefers finishing with his left hand. I think that throws defenders off balance a bit.
And here is Mayo, following the 3 from buckets. 6 to shoot. Here's Knight. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Knight's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle O'Quinn.
Don't leave me open, man.
Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Payton in for Fournier. Bucks trail by 10. And Marshall kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Humphries.
Dude, my defense is so bad.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
So it's Orlando now. The shot's
Can't
good
stop.
from buckets.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Marshall, covered by Payton. Humphries with a screen on Payton. And Marshall kicks to Middleton. Pass to Humphries. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Magic leading by 10. Payton passes to buckets. To the left wing. Expanding his range.
No, that was battery.
Milwaukee with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well,
that should have been a charge.
Perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
That was a nice first quarter. 16 points. 4 for 5 from deep. Oh, I'll start on the bench for a second.
Well, not exactly. Teams making substitutions here.
I like the stats though. 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2
minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando. Buckets in at shooting guard. Fry and Vucevic are the power forward and center. Tobias Harris is out there with Luke Ridnour. It's Mayo on the way. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot.
That was good defense.
And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Oh, whoa, that
Ridnour
was
passes to Buckets. It's stolen by Mayo. Here's Antetokounmpo.
That was on me?
2 free throws coming
that
up
was
as he misses
on me?
that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, it was a great situation, able to play big minutes and kind of took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
And the veterans on the team have really embraced.
Oh yeah,
Chibo,
get that
as they
bucket.
call him.
Yeah, Giannis
That should
has
have
a
been a
really
foul.
joyful disposition. He knows he's living his dream, but he's also putting in the work to make his dreams a reality. You gotta love that. Remember, he's lived a hard life growing up in poverty.
There we go, over the back.
Determination to continue
Gotta keep it fair.
to
Gotta keep it
overcome, and that attitude always serves you well.
And keeping
I never
us
called
updated
for
from the
the back because
sideline,
I'm too
let's swing it
small.
over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Jabari Parker taken 2nd overall by the Milwaukee Bucks. He likes the talent on the team and sees himself being a lifelong Buck. Parker said, "I feel like I'm going to be able to grow with that organization. I'm trying to be a throwback player, only stick with one team." Sounds like he could be in Milwaukee for the long haul, guys.
Half the points.
Yeah, good situation for him. Thanks, Doris. He feeds it tonight. Now here's
Second foul.
Ilyasova. He's covered closely.
Boy, that's his 2nd foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys, about 75%.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Buckets passes to Harris.
Off it.
Buckets. He's guarded by Knight.
There's another assist. Let's go.
That's good.
Focusing
And
on
the
Neil.
Magic
Dish
lead by
out
7.
the teammates.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no
Call it
coverage.
charge,
I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Henson dishes to Knight.
Why am I reaching? I can't get another foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Fires it up. Misses off the left iron.
He's going to play his way right into the bench and out of the game if he
Dude,
continues
you missed
to
that.
shoot like he has so far in this quarter.
That was a wide open layup. Oh, and
And that one goes
1.3.
in as
Never
it is fouled.
do
It'll be
that.
3 points if he converts at the line.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Magic lead by 4.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the...
Get out of run position, following the shots of opponents, get some easy fast breaks from pockets. I can do
Now
that.
one can pull out away here in the third.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Buckets. 16 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Knight and Mayo man the backcourt. Up front you have Ilyasova and Henson. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Magic leading by 4. Here's Buckets.
In your eye, boy.
The top of the key jumper is
I
on the mark.
don't miss.
Buckets got the first bucket of the third here for the Magic. The Bucks shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Mayo. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 7th
Another
rebound here
assist,
tonight.
baby.
And the basket by Harris. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Mayo kicks to Henson. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Henson's got 5.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass. O.J. Mayo, a smooth long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going,
yeah,
he can put up some big numbers.
And the basket by Harris.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Bucks trail by 8. Outside Mayo. Pass to Knight. To the inside. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Mayo. From deep. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, it seemed to me
I'm not
shooting was
missing
their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
So both teams changing it up here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the summer.
That's great, good.
In on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out,
why are we fouling?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time. Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. Got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
Here's Fournier, averaging 8 points a game.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
And Middleton, not an elite athlete, a little tougher creating his own shot perhaps at the NBA level.
Yeah, but it's 6'8" with that nice high release,
Oh,
great
my.
touch. I think he has some versatility in that regard, but it's all about efficiency. And with time, he may
There we
look
go.
to be more aggressive.
Payton, he's checked in for Fournier. Bucks trail by 8. And Marshall kicks to Parker. Dishes it to Marshall. Wants to get it to Humphries and does. Oh, that's blocked.
That was a bad pass.
Buckets passes to O'Quinn, and so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And the pass to Buckets. From 11 feet away, Bayless grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Middleton, defended by Harkless.
Don't let me jam it.
Passing and that one is stuffed right through.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Middleton dishes to Bayless.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
That one goes. Count it. Bayless has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he preferred to bring him out.
Oh my, don't leave me.
Whatever works, go to it. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Bucks trail by 11. Feeds it to Middleton, picked by Humphries. And Middleton kicks to Marshall.
Oh,
to the
wait,
left side wing. Here's Bayless. Here's Humphries. Out to Parker. The dish to Marshall. Back to Parker. Marshall passes to Parker. The feed to Marshall. Bucks passing it around. Parker kicks to Middleton. A second chance effort. Can't get it to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. Harkless with it. He's picked up by Parker. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And Marshall kicks to Middleton. 40 seconds left in the third. Parker dishes to Marshall. Passes it to Humphries. Here's buckets.
And one. Let's
shot
go.
Opportunity, and it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Maybe he'll drop.
He's enjoying himself today.
Bucks trail by 17. So on the floor for Orlando. The forwards are Gordon and Harris. Fournier out there with Luke Ridnour, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. Knight kicks to Bayless. They need this. And it's Orlando with the rebound. For the Magic, Fry comes in for Gordon, and it's buckets in for Luke Ridnour.
Let's go in the game again, boy.
Magic leading by 17. Here's buckets. And Henson pulls it down.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
That's good. And Orlando has possession. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip.
I think a lot of people will be paying close attention to that Boston game, guys.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Mayo's checked in. Orlando's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Buckets passes to Fry. Buckets, he's guarded by Knight.
Can't stop
Buckets,
me.
good. Buckets got 12 points in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here's Parker. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Buckets, guarded by Mayo. Kicks to Fournier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Magic leading by 15.
Ooh, nice
Here's
move.
Buckets. And good on the basket. Book it. Buckets got 4 points this quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. We've got to get their defense in gear.
Parker dishes to Mayo. Shoots. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Knight kicks to Henson. Fires from deep. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist by Henson.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Parker. Here's Buckets. And Henson sends it back. And Vucevic throws it down. Bucks trail by 16. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Magic have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
Man, get off him.
Not worth it, man. Let it go.
Nah, man, that was a cheap shot. He wasn't even going for the ball, let alone looking at it.
We need you, man. You retaliate, you're the one that's gonna get tossed. Chill.
Hey, you wanna do it? Hey, let's go right here, right now, punk! Are you kidding me? You gonna run me for that? Man, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Hey there. Boy, I wish I had friends like you.
For what?
Well, one time I locked the keys inside my car, called 10 of my so-called friends, and not one of them would get out of bed to help me. It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah, it's a great story. What's your point?
Someone went after your teammate tonight and you took action like a good friend, and I respect that.
Yeah, I did what I had to do. He got my back, I got his.
Good. You have my back too?
When?
In that press conference. The media's gonna ask you questions about getting ejected tonight, trying to get a rise out of you, trying to get you to lose it again. You'd be doing me a big favor if you didn't take the bait, okay?
Don't worry, I got your back.
Yes, Mr. Nelson, what's your question?
Do you feel like you've been taking too many shots from long range lately?
Maybe. I don't know. But I do know if I'm going to be taking a lot of threes, I better be making some like I did tonight. It felt good to see the ball go through the hoop, though.
You in the dark shirt.
When did you know it was going to be one of those nights on the offensive end for you?
Well, after I got a few shots down early, I got into a rhythm, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. I guess the rest is history.
You?
Yeah, first game as a starter. Feel good?
Yeah, man, felt great.
Yeah, even though you displaced one of your teammates from the starting lineup?
It's a business, man. I'm just trying to handle mine, all right?
Tell that to the other guy.
Hey, man, the other guy's my brother, all right? I bleed for him, he bleeds for me.
I think that answers the question. That's all the time we have, folks.
What in the world could you possibly have been thinking?
I was thinking the ref should have done more to help my teammate.
Let me make this as clear as possible. What you did last night was unacceptable. If you don't learn to control your emotions, you're going to find yourself sitting on the bench next to me. Understand?
It's a brotherhood out there, and I was just protecting my brother.
I get that, but you're too valuable to the team to get tossed, okay?
I understand. Yes, sir. Won't happen again.
Good.